Pops here in India.
Buenos dias.
What's up, buddy?
How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Just looking at the market here from yesterday and looking at this AMD and being like, holy shit.
Yeah, it got hot again, huh?
I mean, it's like it turns off for a second and then somebody just turns it right back on because
Yeah.
there's no sellers here.
No sellers. It's like Groundhog Day. Every day we come in, it seems.
Yeah. I
Every
think we're
day.
live. I think we are live here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We'll wait for everybody to trickle in. It looks like it's just me and Jesus here this morning. Um, everybody continues to talk about the dollar here. Can you
Yeah.
pull up a chart of the dollar here? What's going on with the dollar? What's been going on here?
Well, the dollar, again, you don't. I've been hearing this. I'm in the game a long time, so I've been hearing the calls for the death of the dollar as the reserve currency for a long time now, you know?
Of course.
But because of the Fed's actions, and especially of recent, already talking about cutting, easing, when everybody thought it was going to be a tighter cycle, you have a scenario where the indexes, the markets over risk assets, right? So think of risk on from a Bitcoin to commodities to the equity indexes. The only way they find upside when there's no growth is either through Fed actions or an easing of the dollar, right? So it's almost like a mirage. The market goes higher, assets go higher, but you lose buying power in the dollar. You understand? So you think you're making money, but in reality, you're not making as much as you think because the value of the dollar is going down. And that's the premise here, that basically for the markets to continue higher, what you're likely to see is continuation and weakening of the dollar here. So you have the dollar, again, you look at the run from 2021 up until it topped out into late 2022. That was a sick move to the upside. So you kind of have like digestion here, more of than any crash people are making it out to be. But if you get a continuation of this lower, you're going to hear this case get louder and louder that, the dollar may be in trouble. So, but that's the thing I think a lot of us have on our screen these days is the dollar, because more than not, when you see the equity indexes, not particular names, but the indexes as a whole, find that momentum to the upside, it's likely a weaker dollar behind the case. So
Right, which we have been seeing. I'm just popping up a little bit of news here. Apparently, Homeboy bought some more BTC. Largest corporate holder of BTC added more Bitcoin to its holdings on Wednesday, buying 14,620 BTC for around $615 million.
Yeah, so that's a lot of again, Larry Saylor. I mean, not Larry Saylor. What's his name? Larry Saylor, right?
Yeah, Saylor.
Yeah. I mean, that's the premise, right? That the Fed and governments can't control themselves, and they're going to print. They don't know how to do anything else until these currencies get whacked, and Bitcoin is the place to be.
Right.
So instead of holding dollars, he's looking like a genius right now, where the dollar continues to weaken. He's got Bitcoin, even if it was just holding value, just sitting there, Bitcoin. It's the smarter move than being in cash.
Indeed. Some interesting moves here that happened yesterday. I think that AMD is probably top of the list. You got that Intel here as another one. So some of the semis here were moving up pretty nicely. That Micron I dumped out of my swing yesterday, which that trade worked out really well.
That was a nice one.
I think it's still going higher. I think there were some swings actually that went out to like June, and we're buying the $100 calls, the $95 calls, and all that kind of stuff. So we're seeing that out there as well. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, market obviously touched a fresh high. We touched like 476 and change, and then sold off from there. We're kind of consolidating at the highs. If you look at BTC did something very interesting yesterday. Again, trapped more shorts yesterday because it was trading like 41,700 down here, 41,600. And from that program down, boom, we're back to trading 43,000. So if you look at most of the Bitcoin names, which would be the coin, the fucking Mara, and all this kind of stuff, they're back to gapping up this morning. The Mara is at $28. $28, another dollar and change gap here. Incredible gap on the
Incredible move.
Mara here. And remember, we were talking about that Mara at around like 16, 17 bucks. Notice the Riot has not done shit. The Riot
Yeah, that's
has
been
not done
laggard.
shit.
Riot's been a laggard of the bunch.
Yeah. So I don't know what I really don't know what the difference here between the two here. I assume they were both miners. What was that dollar miner that you were playing the other day? Remember,
There have been a few of them now, but there's Wolf, WULF. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yep. Wolf. So it's at
That's
250. It is at
yeah,
250.
gapping up a little bit today here, 30 cents. Wow, that's a nice move. There's another one that put some real nice action recently. BTBT, Boy Tom. I played that the other day. I don't have it today. Though.
Yeah, this is another one. This one.
So I could give you a list of probably 10 of them right now if you were looking. There's so many of them right now that they have seen flow. So
yeah, Jared here is talking about HUT. HUT is another one. So this one went from $8 at the lows up to about $16. So this one's
you got Hive. You remember that Hive? HIVE.
HIVE is another one here too. So these names are all gapping up this morning here because of the.
And here's the favorite of the bunch: Bitfarts, BITF.
Is it really?
Boy Igloo Tom Frank.
All right. So here's another one that tripled here. So again, all of these names are trading really well with the strength in BTC this morning here. And with that all being said here, I'm going to kick it over to Jesus for some noteworthy activity this morning. I say again, just keep it tight. Keep it tight. Take your profits and, and roll those options.
Definitely. Yeah. And again, we've been using that musical chairs theme because it seems more and more like that every day. It seems like right now anything you look at, you're weighing your risk against, when the momentum stops and the market pulls back. No matter what the name, no matter what stock, what ETF, generally everybody is weighing whether the upside of holding something is worth the risk of getting caught in the inevitable, which is some sort of digestive pullback. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here, right? The musical chairs analogy, where when the music stops, you're looking for that chair. You find that chair a few times, and then there's nothing left. A pullback that eventually comes, and a lot of us think we won't see anything real till probably well into mid-January at the least, but can't surprise you at this point, even if it shows up now. So what I'm saying is, if you're holding weight, right, kind of to Lucci's point, you want to roll, lock in some profit, you leave some runners. If you're too heavy, you put protection on now while it's still cheap. You don't wait till the last minute. And again, you want to lose that money. It's insurance. But if you're too heavy right now, you're really a complete dummy and an ass if you're not putting on some sort of protection. And I think what Lucci was saying, I think, is the best risk reward out there. Just keep the chains moving. Try to look for different opportunities and different names. Don't get caught up on the same name, because when you keep playing the same stuff, that's when a pullback sneaks up on you and bites you in the ass. The more we see new action, new ideas catching flow and moving, likely the chance the momentum continues here. But keep the chains moving and be smart, right? And we'll see as we get into January, the longer this continues, right, the more violent the pullback that's going to follow. So we take it day by day and see how things play out. But we kind of got that Groundhog Day feel. Every day's the same day type of thing as we come in every morning here.
Indeed, indeed. All right, we got 5 minutes left. What's going on here? Bonsal was saying, "Hey, Lucci, how's the account going after resetting things?" Well, it's still not going yet. I'm waiting for January here to get some more cash in here. So that's it. So I'm still starting from straight scratch again and waiting for some new cash to come in. That's where I'm at. So I'm trading with a super small account, just kind of keeping the reps going while I'm waiting here. That's what's going on here. But soon, once I get my center point started back up, you'll see everything again. What else you guys got? Yes, yes, Bruce. We seen Hut. We talked about Hut. Um, Yesterday, I have USO up here because yesterday's action in oil I thought was pretty interesting, and I thought that could really provoke some kind of response in some of the oil names. But as you can see, they haven't really moved much here. So XOM and CVX are still being held down. They looked pretty strong yesterday. Couldn't really do anything. That Unity yesterday was interesting. It definitely was interesting. It kind of made new highs and is still kind of breaking out here this morning. If you take a look at UPST, Affirm, and all this kind of other shit, they still look bullish here. No pullbacks here. Somebody told me that there was an upgrade on Cart on the Was it the
Art,
Instacart?
you brought it up the other day, and it's funny because I was just looking at it when you were talking about it. It didn't move, right? Well, it might have moved now. Let me see. No, card hasn't gone anywhere. You talk about a
Yeah,
laggard. That's a
yeah.
nice. So let's see. Upgrade. Let me post some of the upgrades.
Card hasn't done shit. That Boeing, by the way, couldn't break down 260. Still holding well. GP Raver is looking for an oil reversal as well to the downside along with it. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. SPY, as you can see, is kind of retracing the pre-market move here so far. Again, I would not fucking just jump in short, please. There's a gentleman in our chat room. You'll see him pop up at some point today. Um, Actually, because I have the Twitch chat up now. Okay, so I gotta change that again. So I gotta get the room chat up. So
How
I'll
do you
get
keep
that.
track of all this shit? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
a lot of
don't know
crap.
how you keep track of all this. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't even know we were going live this week. I didn't know if you guys were around. That's why you and a bunch of.
Uh,
Let me
somebody
see.
somebody calling out this Apple program. Usually, you'll see a lot of programs here off the open. You'll see a lot of these things. But Apple has been relatively weaker. Um, against some of the other um, Fang names here and all that kind of stuff, like the Googles and the Amazons and all that. Um,
All
Especially
right.
the AMD. Do I think it's worth a short? No. What about these home builders, Lennar and all that kind of stuff? Did they slow down? It looks like they slowed down maybe a little bit. Um, Home
Yeah, and
Depot. A
that's
lot
what's
of things.
interesting. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, a lot of things are just sitting in consolidation right now.
Yeah. I was going to just to that point. Some stuff already is starting to
Mm.
breathe.
Yeah,
So that's a good point.
yeah. Jose is saying Apple is in the middle of a patent court case with the Apple Watch. Yeah, I keep hearing about that. Frankly, I don't know how you guys walk around with those things. It's like you have a phone that you're looking at 9 hours a fucking day. The fuck do you need to? What do you need to watch for? You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of an overdue to
It
me.
is, right? I know. I was thinking of. I had bought the watch when it first came out. I wore it for like a week, and then I just stopped charging it because, like to your point, I didn't really need it.
Right, right.
Um,
What are you gonna
so
do with
it
it?
is an
You know?
overkill. Definitely is. Not. I'm
Uh,
not a big watch guy to begin with either. You're a big watch guy.
nah, man, nah, bro.
Yeah, they kind of annoyed me. I rather, well, that's the Italian in me. I was gonna say I'd rather wear a bracelet than a watch, but let's not go there.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, it's just in general. All right, here we go. We are off. I'm gonna keep an eye on oil here off the open, but let's see what happens and let's see what they rotate into for the day here.
Co-Diagnostics completing submission to the FDA of their Co-DX PCR Pro, Charlie Oscar Delta X-ray.
Co-DX PCR Pro. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, GP Raver. Here goes your Exxon here. Nice flop. He's been in quite the range here. Let's take a look at UPST up a point here. What were you going to call out?
No, nothing. Just talking to myself, which I do a lot of.
Let's keep a look at that AMD. That Tesla, by the way, had a decent gap up. This AMD spiked up off the open. Let's take a look at the Tesla. If you look at the Tesla, maybe you get some 260s here. Nice run on the maybe. It's a tough one though. Maybe. Spy here feeling kind of weak.
Go ahead, Luke.
Yeah, Spy here feeling kind of weak. Oils here are doing a little bit of selling here. Banks, you got a little bit of selling off the open too.
I was just gonna say that Mara. What a sick move.
It's sick, man. $28.
That's a real move right there.
28 bones, man. That is special shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Special shit. Just plug fresh highs. Take a look at the Tesla here. Almost at 260. If it hits 260, man, you might really get some movement on the upside there.
There's that Wolf Luch catching some more play. That thing, I'm telling you, if Bitcoin hangs around here, it's going to go bananas.
Yeah.
And it's kind of been grinding, inching its way. They're buying Fed 4s, so some repeat buying WLF. Yeah, and a few of you in the room are holding it, the Wolf already. No reason to go crazy and just keep buying it up here. I'm just saying you might want to give it a little leash and try to get lucky. Because me, I got a reputation for selling it like we're right here. That's what I would do. Wolf is a Bitcoin miner, another Bitcoin miner.
Tesla through 260. SPY, nice program up. If you take a look at the Meta here, Meta is looking pretty strong. 358 here. Fresh recent highs on the Meta. So those are looking good too. You kind of get this.
Some more Wolf.
Yeah, you kind of got this rotation to some big tech here this morning. Take a look at Amazon, right? Take a look at Nvidia, Tesla, and all that. All looks pretty strong here. That should lift the market for another day here. I mean, as long as they got something to hide in, guys, that should do it right there. That's all you really need. I mean, Amazon looks good to run to 155, man. See if you can get a dip on this thing. Maybe try to shoot there. Let's see if we get some flow in some of those names. Notice most of it is going to these BTC miners, but Amazon's looking pretty good. Where's that Apple? I bet it was a setup. That was a nice program down to get everybody short. This thing is weaker though. Google chop. Tesla's just sitting around 260 here. I got nothing. Momo scanner here. We got ZIMV puts. Were you trading this thing, or was that Zim?
Zim, not that. ZIMV puts this morning.
What is this thing?
That was one of those big runs too. ZIMV.
Oh no, I think
I don't have anything ZIMV. I don't know where you're seeing that. Where are you seeing that?
It pops up on the Restream Studio, and when they push the little effect to put on for the Momo scanner, that's what I read.
No,
so
there's no flow in that today.
Yeah, so I end up pulling up the jam, and then kind of get caught here. So
I see what you're saying.
And again, I got to bring it up to the crew here. You got CVX and XOM coming right back. GP Raber, man, I don't know if it's totally ready. I do like it. You're right. I think you're right though. It's weak in general. Anyways, I mean, if you take a look at oil's not doing anything. Intel, they're talking about strength again.
Yeah, that's been. You're going to see the flow in Intel yesterday off the chain again.
Yeah. I mean, it had a huge move up another point today too. If you take a look at the indexes here, we're still running. We're still running. Tesla is almost trading 261 now. If you take a look at Amazon, almost at 155. So that was a good scalp there on the Amazon. I think you still see highs here, 155 and change. I think if we're going to day trade this stuff, try to come out quick. And again, I mean, we could totally fucking reverse too. Who knows? Who knows?
Nobody knows.
Tesla here, 261. That was another decent idea off the open right there. You had to just shoot right off the open. And then if you look at the banks here, banks are pretty much back. GP Raver's in next week, 100 puts on XOM. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you at all.
There's your Micron again, Luch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Micron 86. I mean, you got dips to buy on this Micron. In reality, it's the trade is the swing. You don't want to. You don't want to get caught holding this thing for the day trade too much. That gets a little bit more difficult. So you want to hold these things for the swing in general here in reality, because that's how this market is just moving. You might get 5 days of nothing, and then one day where they shoot AMD up, 3-4 points. You're waiting for that one day more or less to take off your options. William is talking about Oracle swing short. I mean, Oracle, I don't know. I don't know on that one. That one's all you, man. I got nothing on that
swing
one.
Short, he said? Jeez.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I think swing short in general has got people in trouble. As long as you get enough time, man, and then try to do some Ranchero shit, man. Try to pay for the play, by selling options around it, things like that.
Yeah, it seems a little slow out here to start. TK. Jan 60.
Here comes Ask Chrissy Trades again with another short, destined to fail, just like the fucking Mara yesterday. Chris, did you please tell me you covered Mara, bro? Please tell me you covered Mara. Please. And next time when you're cheerleading your fucking book talking about yes, this is going to happen and blah 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 blah, you're doing a lot of damage to yourself and you're doing a lot of damage to the folks in here too. Remember, your emotions, they start triggering throughout other places. It's not just you. So thank God you closed that fucking Mara. Because look at it now. Let's see. You got a sweep here on the Tesla 265s. I like those. I like those. I like this to keep going. That Tesla there. See if you can get a pullback on that Tesla. Okay, so we got a Momo scanner here, the Tesla here. I like that, and they're buying the 265. So you got enough momentum here going, but try to wait for a little dip here. If you can get like 260 or something like that, maybe that's going to be a better entry. But take a look at this. Take a look at these. If we take a look at the 265 calls, they're going for about what 10? No. I had the wrong. They're going for $2. $2 on the Tesla 265s.
Let me see. Holy shit.
What do you got? What do you got?
Look at the CYTK. Any
Mars
biotech folk in that thing? Wow.
Maro's on the fucking Momo scanner now too. Unbelievable, man. It doesn't even care.
Thing's a beast.
Natalia, you see this thing? Oh my God. No, pero
YTK, Jan, some of those Jan sweepers cashing out. Holy shit. I didn't even see that news this morning.
what are they sweeping on the Mara? They're going for the 30 calls. They're going for the 30 calls for next week on the Mara. So you got Mara and Tesla on the Momo scanner here. There's a tough trades to keep going for, but in reality, they fucking just keep going, man. They just keep fucking going. So who's in this Mara here? Yeah, Riot. I mean, you could try buying the Riot, but I wouldn't mess with it. Let's watch those Tesla 265 calls. Remember, we called them out at around $2.10. Take a look at these things. Let's watch this strike here. 265 and those calls here. So they're going for about 2.25 here. You see them up on my screen. We're already trading 262. This thing is looking good. This thing is looking good. Nabilius and Mara shares from last week. Nice job. Nice job.
What the fuck did I just do?
Silvers is saying Mara has room till 333. I know you're kidding. Till 33. 262 on Tesla. Those calls are working here. Anybody who went with the Momo scanner, remember, this is a tool that you get access to when you're inside the steam room. And basically, it's just a nice way of flagging where most of the action is going. And as you can see, and then remember the gamma aspect, right? So when you have tons of people throwing calls out, the market maker has to come in and hedge, and then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing. Now, take a look at this option, 250. We called it out at 210. The way you want to trade the Momo scanner is you want to shoot first and ask questions later and keep a tight fucking stop. This is kind of how Jesus trades the equities. He doesn't trade the options, but he'll trade the equities. So as soon as that Tesla comes out on the Momo scanner, you look at the reference price, where it comes out at, you shoot. See if you can get a better price, which we were able to get 20, 30 cents better, but you got to be quick about them because these are Momo. These are momentum shit. Look, you got 254 already. Tape still looks good on the Tesla. I'd pull some profits up already because I come out quick like that. But I would take some off already here. So you got 210 to 250 for a nice scalp. That's how you want to trade these the Momo stuff. All right, and again, that tool is available to you guys inside the room here. And if you want to see what it looks like here, you go to the momentum scanner, and this is what it looks like. All right, so basically, it's just picking up what's going on here. You can also change your settings. So currently, the settings are minimum number of alerts is 3, right? So before anything happens, minimum number of alerts is 3. And then if you want to kill the expiration too and only make it for a week or 2 weeks, that gets you the short-term sentiment kind of thing. You can change all kinds of stuff here and customize it to the way.
Yeah, and the basic premise, right? A lot of people look at flow and think just one thing, like you're relying on that bet to be right for you to make money. When you're trading off the momentum scanner, that's not the case. You're going to look at it a different way. You're looking to get in the middle of the buying and to profit off of that, right?
Right.
So
right.
a lot of times, like I'll get out of my equity position while they're still buying. Okay, so I'm not relying on those bets to be right. I'm just looking to get in the middle of it and take advantage of the momentum that buying generates. If that makes any sense. So
Yes, sir. Yes.
Look at it on a more tactical basis.
Yes, sir. Take a look at CVX right now. It's very interesting. CVX yesterday had a high of about 153, I want to say, and it's already back to the highs. And if you notice, oil's not really doing shit here. So you might have this weird ass rotation, and I hate to say it, in these fucking names, CVX and XOM. I know GP Raber is short these two, but you're going to kind of want to watch these things. Now, if you take a look at the Tesla, notice you got the pullback, right? So now you want to come in again, right? You got 230 back on that option. As you can see here, this option right here. Oh, you guys can't really see it. It's in the kind of corner of the screen over here. It's trading 243 bid, but it got down to about 230, 228. So you pull the profits off and then continue to scalp here if you like the if you like the long. That's looking pretty good. That is looking pretty good. Okay, so IBD swing trader. The second they release a new buy, I buy before the rest of the 9 to 5. So you do it with investors' business. Do people still watch that shit? People still look at that shit? Are you paying for that? That's interesting. Goldman Sachs, somebody talked about again and again. More proof that any sell, they cannot hold it down. They cannot hold it down, and they will continue to shove it in your face. I believe Chris is talking about NVIDIA here, new lows. Again, take the profit off. Take it off. What you're looking for, Chris, is much bigger than what you're going to get because of the overall type of tape that you're seeing. Okay, now take a look at Tesla. Take a look at Tesla. Now, 210, you're getting it back to the same price. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to be quick with this. This momentum scanner that's what it's meant for. You hit it while it's hot, and you got to get the fuck out. Anybody who bought the top here is now sitting there with a bunch of calls that, generally speaking, ain't going to do shit unless this thing bids right back up. But now you put yourself at risk because now you got to double down on the option. You got to adjust your cost down, blah, 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 blah. Now you're playing another game. Anyways, let's do a little walk around the club here. AMD here just kind of stalled out from yesterday's bullishness. Let's check a look at Intel. Intel doing the same thing. Let's take a look at these Bitcoin names. BTC, by the way, is trading 4307. It's just been kind of sitting up here. If you take a look at the Mara, the HUT, and all this kind of stuff, it's just kind of holding up here. Let's take a look at some of these oil names. If you look at oil's just flat, dead, doing nothing. XOM just kind of doing the same thing, flat, dead, doing nothing. Let's take a look back at that Tesla. Popped off that low there pretty well. Already trading back to 262. Okay, Alexa here bought the dip on that. Yeah, nice. So you got a 210 bid off that Tesla, and now it's trading back to 250 here. This is interesting. Interesting action on the Tesla. Still got some bulls here on this thing, and looking to possibly go higher here on the Tesla. If you take a look at the coin, 185, 184, monumental run on fucking Coinbase. Natalia, check out Coinbase. Disgusting. Roblox here too was a great swing. I mean, we were talking about Roblox swing from 32s, man.
Yeah.
You know, we talking that thing from 32s, man. It was just slow shit trading all day. Tesla fresh highs.
Yeah, they're buying that Tesla levered ETF too. TSLL.
Which one is that again? TSL or whatever.
TSLL.
TSLL. So this is what? This is a 3X kind of jump off, or what the fuck is this?
I don't think it's 3X, but it's levered Tesla shares. I don't know by how much.
Yeah, it says 5X lever. This is Direxion. Daily Tesla bull. 5X lever.
More crack.
Guys, Tesla just hit highs. This thing is still strong here. Those options went to 270 here. So you got a dip buy entry to 210, and now you're trading 270 here. Wait for some dips and keep going on this thing. It's got enough buyers here. Oh, it's 1.5x. Okay, I read that wrong. Screek here in the chat is talking about this is all retail. Of course, market needs to pull back sooner or later, bro. You're a fucking genius here. Problem is, if you're too early, like Chris is every day, you get fucking swamped, man. Swamped. Let's take a look at that NVIDIA here. Our boy Chris is short. It is holding the lows, but we all know what that means when it holds the lows and you can't push lower. Let's take a look at some banks here. We'll rotate here too. Merry Christmas, Ghost. I think Frank here. Frank, thank you, man. You as well, bro. Bruce is saying, "Where's your boy Dimitri?" I have no idea, man. Who knows where these people are? He could be on a boat after being up millions of dollars, or he could be stuck shorting calls in a market that never goes back down. Who knows? Who knows what our boy Dimitri is doing?
You know how many players aren't at the desk this week? So many.
Exactly.
You know, nobody does. Only us degenerates.
Exactly. 270 bid on that Tesla. Remember, we're watching the 265 calls, which we got the Momo scanner there for. That was a good trade. It was a solid trade right there. You got some more Tesla bulls showing up in the monies here for June next year. Shop here. I forgot about Shop. Shop here has been consolidating. Ready to go to $80, though. Ready to go back to $80 for sure. In a market that does not go down. Again, if you are trying to beat the fucking short, it's going to beat your ass. I tried to short Boeing. That shit did not work. The shit did not work. Daniel is asking, what platform is this? This is Fidelity here. This is cheapest data and cleanest data. Problem is, it's still slower in comparison to all the direct access market platforms, specifically DAS and all this stuff.
The dollar is another piss. The dollar.
Check out this NVIDIA order that you just posted.
Ooh, I posted the same thing twice. I'm going to post a chart of the dollar. Fucking pain my ass.
The NVIDIA, somebody just bought some 500 calls, a grip of 500 calls, but they bought out to January. That's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. You can't fucking buy the weeklies here because you don't know when it's going to pay out. Tesla here stalling here at the highs. Again, I'd still look for dips. But you had two solid entries on this Tesla for longs. Screek is saying, what people don't realize is the Mag 7 stocks is the reason the market is up. You were wrong, bro. You were wrong. That narrative changed completely once everything started to go up as well, bro. You got Dow stocks. You got banks. So, no. You wrong, bro. You wrong. You might have to look at the other side here. You know, you might have to look at another side, another perspective. Anyways, I'm talking to a gentleman in the chat room right now. I gotta change the chat. By the way, Tesla here, you got another dip. So far, I've taken Meta off the open. Nano is talking about that's a great trade on the Meta. I like that because again, you're getting a good rotation here. By the way, SPY is at 476. SPY is at 476. You know, there's still enough breath out there. There's still enough solid names that are going higher to push us to, to push us higher. You know what? You know what's been one of the greatest trades for the last, month? It's fucking selling puts.
Yeah.
Pity I had to blow out my account to fucking get to that realization. Oil here, small pullback. Somebody's talking about UPST. UPST, nice fade.
In a few minutes on the top here, I'll get December Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index expected to -3, which would be a 2-point improvement from prior.
We got a Richmond Fed. A Richmond Fed here. Tesla gave you another dip buy entry there. It was quick, but it was there. I think you're going to get tough action now, though. Tough action to Nacton now.
Tough action to Nacton.
So moving over to some of these banks here. If you take a look at Goldman Sachs, don't even look at that fucking thing. It's stalled out in a consolidation. Caterpillar yesterday was trading really strong.
Yeah,
and it's at the high end of the range too, so you might get further. You might get a $300 break on this Caterpillar if you want some lottos. There's no fucking short here, guys. Do not push it. SE, take a look at SE. This thing's finally getting some love today.
Yeah, we had that last week. That was a nice winner. It's still continuing here.
CFI, SCIFR. Where's coin now? 182. Okay, so you got to pull back here on coin. Where's BTC? BTC pulled back under 43,000, but again, nobody cares. Silvers is saying all put sellers known to man were buried under last Wednesday on that spike down. Okay, yeah, those program spike downs. Yeah, no doubt. Shits were nasty. Indeed, but that was more of an SPX thing, though, Silvers. If you notice, like that was really an SPX and a SPY thing. You get those programs down. Most names they don't react like SPY does.
The Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index for December expected at -3.
At least in my opinion. I don't know. I could be off. I mean, you were the one trading it, so you would know. You would know more than me. They're still coming in to buy this Mara. Silvers was saying 33 is, is an area here. Somebody came in and swept the 33 calls, by the way.
-3 expected. Manufacturing shipments index at -17.
There you go. 35 calls here. Rollers on the Mara. Can you see if they're rolling though? I mean, it's small enough. It's too small money, right?
Yeah, Mara, there's been a good amount of rolling the past week or so, as you would expect.
I mean, guys, here's the thing. Here's the thing that nobody's ready for. If BTC's been consolidating a lot. If BTC goes to 45,000. You'll see Mara at $33. 100% you'll see Mara at $33.
Even you got me calling it Mara now. I was Mara.
Well, you're from New York, bro.
Mara.
So of course you're gonna say Mara. Check out Tesla. Still paying on the Tesla. 275 bid. We're at highs on the Tesla. We are at highs on the Tesla. Why? Because this market does not go down. Why would it? Why would it? Here's the thought. Ask Chrissy Trades. Fucking buy something. Buy something. Lee Hutch, yeah, man. MSTR Bitcoin Holdings top 8 billion with the latest purchase. He sounds like what am I thinking of? Tesla 263 break, 290 bid on those options. Take a look at those options here. You can see them in the corner. 290 bid on those options. That was a solid Momo scanner trade. So again, and then the Mara too. The Mara there as well. You got stall out here on some of the oil names. Yo, GP Raber, what do you think of this move in oil? You think it's bullshit? I mean, oil looks more or less dead. I mean, if you take a look at USO here, it's just kind of trading dead. Crude is just nothing. Chris is saying NVIDIA just went, yeah, maybe. But again, look at the character of the tape. And look at the character of your options. I guarantee you your options are fucking ass crack down here, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just the character of this shit. Tesla here, you gotta move up to 275s here, which I kind of like those.
What's that for? Jan 5th, next week, right?
Yeah. That's next week. Yeah, so they're just kind of rolling already here. This tape has been very bullish. Buyers have come back slowly here every step of the way. And you could consider Tesla as kind of a laggard here. You could kind of consider it as a laggard.
Definitely a laggard.
Wow. Billy here is talking about the Boeing. Let's take a look at the Boeing. Boeing 264, another example of a name that cannot and should not be fucking shorted. Caterpillar's still up another 3. Coin 185. Did it go right back up? What's going on with Nat? Oh yeah, coin right back up. What's going on with Nat Gas? Montium. So Nat Gas is going higher. Interesting. What are some of those other Nat Gas names? What is it? Cold, hot, hold, bold?
Oh, the ETF you're thinking of, I think. Right?
Yeah. What is it? What is that?
Yeah, I forgot.
Cold? Is it cold? It's got one of those names. Boil. Boil. I got it. Yeah. UNG. I mean, I fucking hate UNG. I still got fucking PTSD from that shit. Tesla here holding. The tape here on Tesla is very, very unique here. I mean, I think you continue to wait for dips, but this looks good. This looks good. Yeah. Claro. Claro. Tesla, more sweeps for the following week. 270s, 275s. Again, they're kind of looking at the same shit we are in the sense of this just broke out. It took 5-6 days for it to do it. You got a market that doesn't want to fucking sell, so it doesn't look that bad.
Get the anti-VIX elevated.
John Smith just woke up. Well, I think you should short NVIDIA if you just woke up. No, seriously, don't do that. All right, so Aaron is saying Tesla push might be related to year-end sales push. EV tax credit changing as of Jan 1. Tesla has no inventory at the moment as people are rushing to get delivery of their EV before December 31st. Yeah, I guess so. As always. What is NEM? Isn't that gold? NEM?
Gold miner, yeah.
Miner. Yo.
Is Dimitri still in the chat?
In what chat?
Has he been around when we go live?
No.
Did you look at orange juice?
Oh no.
Look at it.
You guys remember he was short orange juice futures like Oh.
I checked it yesterday, and I was like, shit.
So maybe the motherfucker finally got paid.
I thought he got out of it though, didn't he?
I don't know. I forget what price he was in at. I forget. That shit's crazy volatile in November and December too. Fucking orange juice. Fucking orange juice.
It finally pulled.
It finally pulled, yeah. So if you take a look at the here, I'll show it to you guys. So finally, it's down 2% here today, and if you look at, it looks like a couple of days ago. Well, actually, yeah, a couple of days ago here, it just had a big fucking dump. But I forget what price he was short from. Like I remember all of this. I mean, knowing him, he fucking held the whole shit, man. The dude's nuts. He's got a book to swing too, man. But as Marv said in Wall Street, you remember the first one? He's like, we're all just one trade away from humility.
The truth.
Brahman is saying, Lucci, check out that BKKT laggard. What is that? I remember that. That's that app, right? The backed app or whatever. What was the IPO on this thing? I think everybody got shithoused on this one.
Yeah, I thought that was like a Reddit stock. I remember that stock.
Yeah. Take a look at Tesla. You're getting a decent pull on Tesla. Nothing crazy. Maybe you get 262 out of this. But now I think the easy money is gone here. You're going to get that premium decay, and then maybe you come in later. I think that's why everybody's rolling to the next week here.
Yeah, shit slows down now post 10 o'clock.
Shit just kind of slows down here. So yeah, if you guys are messing around with that Tesla, just be aware here. Your premiums are probably going to get a little light.
For CNN, Central Electric Group receiving EU compliance certifications.
Apple. Yeah,
Yeah,
Apple's looking weak. Apple looking weak.
Oh,
Well, J-Dub, it's the most bullish time
see, that song was well
of the
timed.
year.
Goldman, little sweep, six figures. Jan 410s.
GS, you got some 410 calls. Very interesting order there on that one. That's follow through. NVIDIA here. Chris is no doubt going to cheerlead this NVIDIA here.
We got some selling in video.
You got some selling, but again, what's selling in NVIDIA? A fucking point?
Well, yeah, anything red. You know
You
which
know,
one's
you-
been quietly selling? Apple.
Yeah, we just talked about that. That Tesla, by the way, you got to pull back there. So you're getting a 240 bid there. SPY's looking a little weak. Q's near low a day. I kind of want to buy some Tesla here. I might take a leg out. Might stick a leg out on this one.
Stick a leg out.
Yeah. Well, what time is it? 11:10. Looks like we're already
your
kind of.
time, yeah. You got some bull flow in Walmart again. WMT. That's been trying to move.
All right, buy here. Silvers is saying they killed the premiums completely on calls, SPX and SPXL. That's good to know. That's good to know. That is good to know. Now, Silvers, what do you take out of that? Here's your program down. Here's your program down. So they covered the move from the morning. Cover the move from the morning. Now let's see what we do. Usually here on programs down, if you wait long enough here for the program to end, you get a nice bid right back. You get a nice bid right back. Silvers is saying the OTM's in January and February too. Chris is NVIDIA here. How's your options looking now? Now you got to assess if this is real selling or just a program down. How do we assess that? Well, keep watching. Keep watching. Banks here still up. Look at Goldman Sachs right now. No fucking clue. That is interesting. This Goldman Sachs is really interesting.
Yeah, these little pullbacks and fades are usually just rotation out of some of those mega cap names.
Selling in equities here with S&P and Nasdaq slipping in too. But
Look, even Trade the News picks it up, and it's like, oh, little selling, little selling, little selling.
Right about 15
Right?
minutes.
And then we got Screek in the room talking about die. That's how you know it ain't happening. Where's BTC? BTC 42.9 hasn't even moved. Let's take a look at AMD. AMD 143.5 had a small dump on that news. Generational buying opportunity on this. Yeah, Coop is in the NVIDIA short. I certainly hope he actually takes the profit on this program down. He's not going to do it, though. He ain't going to do it. That Tesla now, you're getting a 230 bid on that. So you're getting a much better price. I like the Tesla dip buy here. In fact, I'm going to dip buy some. I'm going to dip buy a little bit of Tesla here. Just a small, very small. Silvers is saying if they get SPY to 47.50 SPX in particular, he's saying you buy the shit out of it. So that's another 20 handles from here, which they've been doing. They've been doing that, nice 20, 30, 40 handle washouts, and then they come right back. That's been, by the way, when did that happen, Silvers? Let's count the days here. That happened 2 days ago, and then it happened end of day. Was that Friday? What was that? The 20th. The 20th, right before we went into Christmas. And then the day after they did it. Right? So they've been doing that consecutive days in a row. Where they'll run stops, 20, 30 handles, and come right back. And come right back. Nano Mix is saying BA unaffected. Exactly, man. So you got names here that just don't give a shit. That don't give a shit. GP Raver is saying $75 to $77 was a resistance level on light and sweet, which is why I entered the XOM short, also along with the level on XOM. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Light and sweet. Remember, I bought that dip on Tesla. I'm gonna hold that for the highs. Silvers is saying, yep, so today they can get it to 474 for basically another 20 handles from here, close Monday gap, and then rocket this up to all-time highs by Friday. I think that's why the both sides SPX trading, is really one of the moves today. That's just working so well because we just pivot back and forth through these fucking ranges. And it's incredible. It really is incredible. Anyways, you got a nice bounce in Tesla here already. Anybody who took that if you're a scalper, you took that shit. GP Raver saying that huge $32 million, $80 XLE put buyer still in it. Looks like. What expiration is that guy? GP Raver
I think he's talking about the March puts
from way out, right? Like those are for
what
next
was it,
year.
maybe October, I think it was in. He bought him.
Well, so he bought him from October. He was short.
Yeah, I think Octoberish, around there. I could be. I have no track of time, but again, I think it's around there.
I mean, if he bought him in October, is the guy already out? Is he already hedged? We don't know.
Oh, I think there's still an open interest. That's what he's pointing out.
Oh, okay. John Smith is saying, "Are you in a trade?" I did bought some Tesla. Hasn't done much. Okay, SPY here. Fresh selling. Fresh selling here. Here we go. Okay, you got these oil names here coming back. Oil here
Flow
starting to
pretty
fade a little
quiet.
bit.
A little rotation into a couple financial names. That's the extent of it. I'm not seeing much of any put action either.
Yeah,
Just
nah.
quiet.
Look at this Mara put, this $30 put. That's interesting. A couple of weeks. Oh no, that's this week actually. In the money Mara put.
Yeah, probably protecting some of that pile of cash he's got going on there.
It's the most bullish time.
You going anywhere for New Year's?
I don't know. People got me going to a lot of fucking parties,
Yeah.
but I don't. I think I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna keep it tight, man.
Yeah, me too. Dogs are throwing a party, so I think I'm just gonna chill out with.
Motherfucker, you don't do shit anyway, bro.
I run shit over here. You don't know shit.
Wow. Desde la casa. 2024 is the year of keeping it tight for me. Good, man. Good. I think they retraced.
2024 is the year of fucking mayhem for me. It's gonna be a fucking fiasco out there.
I think they retraced this program. I think we go right back to 476. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see.
Alexa, I post it every night. The games, the action. I've been in the market updates. I'm starting to post it now so it don't get lost. But yeah, we had a good week last week.
Oh yeah, what'd you hit?
No, I've been playing ball games every day, so
Yeah,
we've been pretty hot.
You hit anything good?
What?
You hit anything good?
Not one. Yeah, that's right. Not one. I didn't put 50 grand on one game. I'm saying we play games every night. There's action, and we've been doing okay so far. So yeah, no complaints. Stop trying to get me to jinx shit, will you? Fuck. You don't bet the ball games at all, Luch, huh? I've never seen Lucci. I don't know though. He might do it on the DL. Tell him, Sahil, please, right? Company. That should be our new slogan, Steven. got quiet here. So I can't tell if it rose. Looked like Tesla with time. Where'd it go? April 3/15. Let me post the lines. Yeah, Tesla, you got a net option delta of 1.5 million shares today. So some bullish action.
Net option delta. All right.
I was
Well,
asking before you disappeared. Do you play have you ever played ball games at all, Luch? You never took the needle there, huh?
of course.
Oh, you have?
Of course. But I'm a
Oh,
tennis
I
bet.
see.
I bet tennis.
Oh, yeah, I forgot tennis, right?
Yeah, I bet
I
tennis.
never played tennis ever. I never bet on a tennis match at all. But I don't follow the sport at all. That's why. So there are odds on it, right? Like money line, 2-to-1
Yeah. Oh
odds.
yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, anyone bet the S&P coming back here? You take your profits here. Take your profits. Take your profits. So yeah, you got all those bets. But in tennis, they'll bet number of sets. They'll bet number of points.
Oh, they got all those props too.
Yeah, man. So you got a lot of stuff going on there too. But again, like for me, it's much more consistent.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I'm sure. That's what I was just going to say. Sounds like it would be a fun bet, tennis. I never did it, even for shits and giggles. I got to try that. I got to pop my cherry there.
All right, 3 minutes here to the move over to the steam room here. I mean, today here was actually decent for the Momo scanner. I mean, it picked up Tesla and it picked up Mara. We caught that that dip buy on. By the way, if you take a look at Tesla, the shit's looking pretty good. Shit's looking pretty good. I should have bought some more. Should have bought some more.
Look at the Dallas Fed Services Activity Index. No estimate prior was minus 11.6.
Lucci, there's that stock you mentioned a little bit earlier.
BKKT
Yeah.
backed BKKT.
What do they do? What'd you say they do?
It's an application. It's like a fintech application. What do they do again, guys? It's like one of those investing things. Ghost Load is asking, "What's the steam room?" Wow, this what you're looking at right here on your screen is the steam room here. So this is basically our home. And again, I mean, you guys, Ghost, you should check out the promo here that we have, which is $8 here. You get it for 2 weeks. We have all these tools that you can use here for your options or equities or even futures trading. No matter what it is you're doing here, we got several tools that we can show you. Once you enter, there'll be tons of spots here where my guys will teach you how to use everything in here. But basically, this is where we show all the flow here, the options flow. For example, all those bets that we had on Tesla today. So yeah, this is home for a lot of people actually.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at what everybody's writing in here, you can see as well. Shout out to Skim here, Zach. Shout out to everybody in the steam room. Ghost is saying, "Where can I sign up?" Are we? I don't know, man. Then you got to be weary of cats like this. You know what I'm saying? Like he asked number one, "What is it?" And then he asked where it was after the shit popped up on his fucking screen. Ghost, man, listen.
They gotta have it in their face. A lot of people. I mean, you can't even blame. That's kind of this generation too.
So Ghost, check out the bottom of your screen. You'll see a link here, sanglucci.com/live stream, and you can go ahead and do it. If you'd like me to click the shit for you, sign the link.
I was just gonna say that.
This is not the kind of. This might not be the room for you, man. Your ass will get lit the fuck up, man. All right, you will get lit up in this chat room. Because again, like Herb shit requires us to call it out, man. Because these days nobody calls you out for being a fucking Herb. Nobody will do it. Nobody will do it.
They're scared.
Nobody will do it. Everybody's scared. Yo, they're gonna cancel me, or yo, somebody gonna get mad at me and all that kind of stuff. That is not this room. This room, you will get your ass lit the fuck up. All right, we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. We don't do that. All right.
And make you better in the long run, though.
Ghost, no doubt. Duly noted here for me on the next one. Anyways, guys, we'll pop over to the room here. Take care, everybody. If we don't see you, have a happy new year, of course. And
Happy New Year, everybody.
we will be on tomorrow though as well. All right.